There comes a moment in every soul's journey where the world you once knew begins to dissolve. Things stop making sense, people leave, plans fall apart, and deep within you, a quiet knowing whispers, "This isn't destruction, this is redirection." I've walked this road, I've felt the silence, the uncertainty, the ache of not knowing what comes next. But let me tell you something sacred. The moment everything starts to collapse is often the moment the universe leans in closest. You may not see it yet, but what you desire on the deepest level is already reaching back towards you. Because when your intention is pure, when your desire is aligned with your soul, the universe doesn't just listen, it conspires, not always in ways you expect, not always in comfort, but always in truth. So if you're feeling lost, stuck, or uncertain, take this as your sign. You're not being punished. You're being prepared. The breakdown is part of the breakthrough. The silence is part of the guidance. And the emptiness you feel right now, that's the space where something extraordinary is about to land. What is your soul asking for right now? Let it speak in the comments. Someone out there needs your truth too. When the universe wants to evolve you, it doesn't send a memo, it sends a storm. There will come a time on your path when everything you once depended on begins to crumble. The relationship that once gave you security begins to feel empty. The job you thought would define your future suddenly becomes misaligned, and the identity you've clung to starts to feel like a costume you've outgrown. You might call it chaos, but I call it sacred turbulence, a necessary storm stirred by the universe, not to destroy your life, but to dismantle what no longer serves your highest path. You see, the universe is a mirror. It doesn't respond to what you say you want. It responds to the energy you're becoming. And when your soul sends out the signal that it's ready for more truth, more purpose, more alignment, the universe answers. But not with a gift wrapped in comfort. It answers with a divine disturbance. People will fall away. Foundations will shake. Certainty will dissolve. Because growth can't happen in the grip of control. The storm is your initiation. It strips away illusion, exposes what's false, and stretches your spirit wide enough to receive what's real. I know it feels like everything's falling apart, but from the higher lens, everything is actually falling into perfect position. You're not being punished. You're being recalibrated. Your soul is evolving so rapidly that anything not in resonance with your next chapter is being pulled from your life. It's okay to grieve. It's okay to feel lost. But don't mistake this storm for the end. This is just the shedding before the becoming. The caterpillar doesn't realize it's transforming when its world turns dark. Neither do we. So if you're standing in the middle of a storm right now, hear me clearly. You are in sacred space. This chaos is your classroom. And on the other side of this unraveling is a version of you so aligned, so whole, so radiant, you won't even recognize the person you used to be. Have you ever been through a storm that changed everything in your life? Share it in the comments. Your storm might be someone else's guiding light. Before the universe fills your hands, it empties them. After the storm passes, there's a silence. Not the kind that soothes you, but the kind that unsettles you. A stillness so vast, so unfamiliar, it almost feels like you're floating in nothingness. Welcome to the sacred void. This is the in-between, the space after loss, but before arrival. After identity crumbles, but before new purpose emerges. It's not darkness, it's gestation. You are not broken, you are becoming. In our modern world, we're taught to fill every silence, to rush to the next job, the next relationship, the next goal. But the sacred void has different laws. Here, movement comes not from doing, but from being. Here, you are invited to sit with your soul without a distraction, to finally hear what's been buried beneath the noise of obligation and expectation. At first, the void feels terrifying. You might question everything. Who am I now? Why is nothing happening? Why do I feel so empty? But friend, that emptiness is not your enemy. It is your altar. Because only in emptiness can truth echo loud enough to be heard. This is where the soul breathes, where clarity begins to rise, not from logic, but from deep inner knowing. It's the womb of rebirth, the cocoon before wings. Many people run from this space. They panic. They try to fill it, numb it, avoid it. But the courageous ones, the awakened ones, learn to honor it. They understand that the universe is not ignoring them. It's preparing them. You see, in the sacred void, time stretches, but it's not wasted. It's woven. Every delay, every pause, every unanswered prayer is part of a divine blueprint your human mind can't yet comprehend. This is where faith is born. Not blind faith, but the kind of trust that comes from inner alignment, from knowing that your soul chose this journey for a reason far greater than your current understanding. So if you're in that space right now, that strange, silent limbo, know this. You're not behind. You're not off path. You're in sacred preparation. The old is gone, but the new has not yet arrived. And like the soil must lie still before the seed breaks through, your energy must settle before your next timeline can bloom. Don't try to rush out of it. Instead, surrender to it. Sit with yourself. Breathe. Write. Walk in silence. Ask your soul, what truth have I been afraid to hear? And then, listen. Because it's in this stillness that the next version of you is quietly awakening. Not the version shaped by fear, but the version shaped by soul. When you align with your soul's purpose, the universe moves mountains for you. After the sacred void, the vast stillness where uncertainty and silence reign, something begins to stir. It's subtle at first, like the first breath of dawn breaking through night's quiet. But this stirring is profound because it signals a shift, a cosmic realignment. The alignment is the moment when your inner world and the external universe begin to synchronize. It's as if the universe itself leans in, folding time and space to bring your desires into tangible reality. But this isn't magic in the sense of fairy tales or wishful thinking. This is the alchemy of awakened intention. During your time in the void, your soul has been refining your frequency, purifying your essence. You've shed what no longer serves you, old fears, limiting beliefs, and false identities. You've sat in the quiet, listened to your deepest truths, and allowed your energy to recalibrate. Now the universe responds. Doors begin to open where before there were walls. People appear at just the right moment. Ideas flow effortlessly. Opportunities that once felt out of reach suddenly come knocking. This is alignment. It's the place where preparation meets opportunity, where patience meets momentum, where your inner vision begins to manifest in the world. But here's the paradox. Alignment doesn't mean everything will be easy or perfect. The path may still hold challenges, sometimes even greater ones than before. But the difference is that now, you're no longer fighting against the current. You're flowing with it. You begin to notice signs, synchronicities that catch your attention like cosmic nudges. A song on the radio, that speaks directly to your soul, a chance encounter that opens a door, a sudden insight that lights your way. These are not coincidences. They are the language of the universe, confirming you are on the right path. In alignment, trust deepens. You no longer seek constant reassurance from the outside world because your confidence blooms from within. You feel a deep sense of belonging, not just in this life, but within the vast cosmic tapestry. Your purpose clarifies. You feel the pulse of your unique gift, the reason your soul chose this lifetime. And as you step into this flow, something miraculous happens. You become a beacon. Your energy radiates, attracting like-minded souls and opportunities aligned with your highest good. This is not about controlling outcomes or forcing situations. It's about co-creating with the universe in a sacred dance of intention and surrender. Remember, the universe responds to your vibration. When you vibrate with clarity, love, and authenticity, you magnetize what you truly desire. So if you find yourself stepping into this place of alignment, honor it. Celebrate your resilience, your courage to sit through the storm and the void, because now you are ready to receive, to expand, to shine. The journey of transformation is not linear, it's a spiral. Sometimes you circle back to old lessons with new wisdom. Sometimes the pace quickens without warning. But the thread weaving through every phase is your soul's calling toward wholeness. Let alignment be your reminder. The universe is not separate from you. It is conspiring, moving, and aligning with every step you take toward your truth. And when you walk that path, no matter how uncertain or challenging, it lights up not just your way, but the way for others. Because in your awakening, you become a living testament to the power of surrender, faith, and cosmic collaboration. Growth is never by mere chance. It is the result of forces working together. James Cash Penney. Just as the universe aligns in your favor, as doors open and your path becomes clearer, a new phase begins, the spiritual test. You might think, finally, the hard part is over. But transformation is never a simple, linear journey. It is a path that demands courage, resilience, and the deepest commitment to your soul's truth. The spiritual test is that moment where your newfound alignment is challenged. It is the universe's way of asking, are you truly ready to carry this light? This test isn't about punishment or failure. It's about refinement. Like gold purified by fire, your spirit must be tested to reveal its true strength and clarity. Often these tests come disguised as obstacles. A relationship suddenly puts you face to face with old wounds. A career opportunity seems to crumble just as you approach it. You feel doubt creeping in, whispering fears of unworthiness or failure. But these trials are invitations to dive deeper into your own soul, to remember why you started this journey, to choose love over fear, faith over despair, surrender over control. This is the crucible of awakening, where your spiritual growth is measured not by ease, but by your ability to stay centered amid chaos. Many will falter here, turning back to what's comfortable and familiar. But the truly awakened recognize this test as a sacred gateway, a passage into a higher level of consciousness and being. In these moments, the universe doesn't rescue you. Instead, it hands you the tools, resilience, wisdom, patience, and asks you to walk through the fire yourself. Here is where the real power of surrender is revealed. Not giving up, but letting go of attachment to outcomes. trusting that even if the path twists and turns, you are being guided exactly where you need to be. The spiritual test also brings clarity about your true allies, who supports your growth authentically, who drains your energy or keeps you stuck in old patterns. It is a time to cultivate discernment and boundaries, to protect your energy fiercely, because your mission is too precious to be diluted. Remember, these tests are not a sign you are off track. They are proof that you are deepening your commitment to your evolution. The pain you feel is real, but so is the healing it ignites. The silence that feels heavy is the space where your soul gathers strength. And when you emerge from the test, something remarkable happens. You don't just survive, you thrive. You embody a new level of wisdom, compassion, and power. You become a living beacon for others, walking their own paths through darkness and light. So if you find yourself facing resistance, doubt, or heartbreak right now, lean into it. See it as the universe's way of preparing you for the magnitude of what's coming. You are being forged in divine fire. And on the other side lies not only your dreams fulfilled, but a soul awakened to its limitless potential. The spiritual test is the proving ground of the awakened heart. Pass through it with grace, and you will never be the same. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. Rumi, after enduring the storm, embracing the void, stepping into alignment, and facing the spiritual test, you arrive at a profound threshold, the space of transformation where the old self fades and the new self begins to emerge. This is the moment to ask, who are you becoming? It's not just about who you want to be or the goals you've set. It's about the essence that's rising from deep within, an authentic version of you shaped by every trial, every moment of surrender, every whisper of divine guidance. You are becoming someone who understands that life's greatest gifts often come disguised as challenges. Someone who no longer fears uncertainty, but welcomes it as the fertile ground of growth. Someone who trusts the unseen currents of the universe to carry them toward their highest good. This transformation is not superficial. It penetrates to your core, reshaping your beliefs, your values, your sense of purpose. You become a soul who walks with courage, even when the path is unclear. A heart that chooses compassion over judgment, first for yourself, then for the world. A mind that listens deeply to intuition, to silence, to the subtle language of the cosmos. More than that, you become a creator, a co-author with the universe of your reality. You learn that your thoughts, your emotions, your energy are powerful tools. When aligned with your soul's truth, they have the ability to manifest miracles. But this new you is not isolated or separate. You are deeply connected to the earth beneath your feet, to the sky above, to the vast web of life. You recognize that your awakening contributes to the collective awakening. Your growth ripples outward, touching lives in ways you may never fully see. In this becoming, you shed old identities, the fears, the doubts, the stories that once defined you. In their place rises a new narrative, one of empowerment, authenticity, and spiritual sovereignty. This is a rebirth that honors your shadows as much as your light. You understand that wholeness embraces every part of your being, the broken and the healed, the fragile and the fierce. As you embody this new self, you radiate a magnetic energy. People are drawn to your presence because it vibrates with truth and peace. You inspire not by preaching, but by simply being. Yet this journey is ongoing, Becoming is a dance, a flow, a continuous unfolding. There will be times when old fears resurface or doubt creeps in. But now you have tools, awareness, resilience, and deep trust to navigate those moments with grace. Remember, the universe is always conspiring in your favor. Every step forward, no matter how small, aligns you more fully with your soul's purpose. So, embrace who you are becoming with open arms and an open heart. Celebrate the wisdom earned through struggle. Welcome the mystery of what's still unfolding. You're not just surviving, you are awakening. You are not just existing, you are evolving. And in this evolution, you shine the light that helps illuminate the path for others. Who you are becoming is a testament to the power of surrender, faith, and the infinite potential held within your soul. As you stand now on the other side of the storm, the void, the alignment, and the test, remember this: your journey is far from over. It is a sacred unfolding, an endless dance between surrender and action, mystery and clarity. You have faced the darkest moments, and through them, you have been reborn. You have stepped into a deeper knowing, a wiser heart, and a soul that shines with authentic light. This transformation is your greatest gift, not just to yourself, but to the world. The universe is always moving, always evolving, just like you. And every challenge you encounter, every moment of silence, every breath of hope is part of the grand design guiding you toward your highest destiny. So embrace the unknown with courage. Trust that what is meant for you will never pass you by. And remember that you are never alone on this path. The universe is conspiring with you every step of the way. Your awakening is not just a moment in time. It is a powerful, ongoing revolution of your soul. If this message has touched your heart, if you feel the stirrings of transformation within you, I invite you to join this community of awakened souls, where we grow, heal, and manifest together. Like this video to honor your progress. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss the guidance and inspiration that fuels your journey. And please, share your story or your thoughts in the comments below. Your voice matters, and your experience could be the light someone else needs today. Together, we are awakening to a new reality, one where the impossible becomes possible. Thank you for being here, for showing up for yourself, and for trusting in the mysterious magic of the universe. Your journey is sacred. Keep walking it with love and faith.